Actually, take that up a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. All right. What's going on? Uh-oh. Well, that's not a great way to start. Come on, you. Hello. Nope, that's not good. Hold on. No. The camera took a nap. Hey, wake up, camera. This is not nap time. There we go. All right. Here we go. That's much better. Audio and visual now. Much better to stream that way. How's it going, everybody? Hope all y'all are having a good Monday here, as I know around the United States here, at least, we're getting, in some parts, a little lesser weather here in the Iowa and parts of the Midwest, of course, getting some wintry weather. I also know that some parts of the country are expecting some severe storms. Whatever you're dealing with, hope y'all are staying safe and staying dry, as I know various bits of precipitation fall throughout the country here. But those y'all watching the channel here as we do this baby live here, or maybe you're watching the replay, shout out to all the replay crew here. Appreciate every single one of y'all too. My name's Austin, and of course this is Fantastic Freaks. And yes, this Monday Musings, we're working more on the plywood tank. And honestly, this is about the first time in about a week I've actually had the chance to. If the wintry weather continues through today and most of tomorrow, as the meteorologists say, maybe we'll do another stream here tomorrow too. I'm thinking I may also do a stream here later tonight. If I do, it's probably going to be around like 10:30, 11 p.m. Central Time. Then maybe we'll do some more on this. I don't know about that for sure yet. We'll kind of see where things are all at. But alas, yeah, nice to finally get to work on this thing as we try to finish up the stand portion of this. I'm pretty sure we're not going to finish it up through this stream, maybe not even the next one, because it is the stand. Obviously, we want to make sure that the bracing and everything is nice, strong, and sturdy, and can hold about 35 to 4,000 pounds of water, because that's about what's going to be on it. Let's see here. Before we get started on the actual constructing and building part, let's see who we have join us in the chat here today. We got Whip's World. What is going on, Whip? Saying, let's get tanked. Rock on, my man. That's what we're here for. Leo also saying hi, all. Hi to you, Leo. Hope it's been a good one, man. We got my favorite Bears fan, Rico Stan. How's it going, man? Always enjoy those afternoon delight streams there. Especially whenever I can make it. Today, I mean, especially since didn't have to work because of all the weather. All the schools are closed today, so it's been a pretty easygoing day for me. But hope you're having a great one. It was nice to finally catch another stream for a long period of time with you, man. I always love seeing what's going on with you as well. And I forget how much you're into plants there as well, Rico. You and my wife could have a lot to talk about when it comes to plants there. My wife is starting to get a little bit of a niche on that as well there. We also got one of the 5 awesome moderators. We got Liquid's the Only Fins. How's it going, Matt? Hope you're having a good one, good sir. Speaking of good folks, we also got Corey Crocker saying hello. Hello to you, Corey. Hope you're doing as well. Let's see who else we got here. We got Coro. How's it going? And FFL stats. Yes. Oh yeah. Speaking of fantasy football or Fish Fam Football League, I would like to point out that in my respective division, yours truly got first place. I finished with I think it was a 14-4 record. Shout out to Kenny E. Daniken, of course. I think Chattanooga Ed got me one time. Guppy Mod, they got me one time. I can't think of who my 4th loss was, though, right now. Oh, Bewizzle. I might be mispronouncing that, and if I am, I apologize, but those 4 were responsible for my 4 losses on the season, so shout out to you guys as well. Appreciate the thumbs up there, Coro, as well there. Fellow Iowan, how's it going, Sketty? Good to see you as always, Sarah. Hope that the wintry weather isn't too bad in your neck of the woods either. Early on there, Fish Fam Link, another one of the 5 awesome moderators, by the way. Always good to see you as well. Giving us a little early stream stats there as well. We also got Vinoski. How's it going? Saying, what's up, guys? What's up with you, Vinoski? Hope it's not been a solid Monday for you. What else we got going on here? Professor Fish Tanks. I got a little bit of a lisp or a tongue twister there. My bad. Nice tank right behind you. Oh, this one right back there? Yeah, the 75 hex. Yeah, it's doing a lot better here now. I've turned down the light on it a little bit. We had a little bit of an algae issue in there, but I guess I'll bring the camera here a little bit closer. If hopefully we don't lose our visual here there, but putting a little closer there. Flatten it, Austin. There we go. You also put some plants there on the top. Initially, I was thinking of putting a Nubius on the top there. While I was out and about getting some half clams for my puppers, I found some really good deals on some Java ferns. So I put a couple of Java ferns in there to hopefully help suck up more of the nutrients in the water that are creating that algae. And they've been in there now a couple days. So it seems to be helping that along there as well. Of course, we got some Java moss down there as well towards the base of the rock and the wood piece there. But yeah, it's coming along there. But I think the bigger part is just turning that light down a little bit also helped lessen the algae in there. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of it overall. I think hex tanks or column tanks in general sometimes get a bad rap, and I can understand why. But I think when done correctly, hex and column tanks can look pretty sweet. Let's see who else we got going on here in the chat. We got Skull Aquatics. Looking forward to seeing you on Sunday. If you still plan on going on Sunday, I think someone said that you were going to the Quad City Swap on Sunday. But yeah, we'll be there as well in Davenport this coming Sunday. Looking forward to seeing you there. Going through the chat. Oop, I saw somebody else there in the chat. Jump down on me. I don't like that. Why did it do that? No. Going back up. Going up through the chat. Going back through the chat. Oh, Professor Fish Tanks. Not sure if it's a custom. I don't think so. The abbreviated story, long story short, my wife and I were just on a normal fish store trip one time. We saw it. It needed to be resealed. So a hex tank being resealed, you can, yikes. But at the same time, got a really good deal on it. The whole canopy set, the tank itself, they said, tell you what, you can find someone to reseal it or reseal it yourself. $100, it's yours. Needless to say, I liked the deal. I took it. And while it took me a little over 3 years to find someone to do the job, finally got someone to reseal it. And yeah, but I don't think it was customly built, or at least if it was customly built, not by my hand. We got Aquatic Moose. Hello to you as well. Hope it's been a fantastic Monday for you as well. We also got Jeff Kane checking in here. Good to see you as always, Jeff. Hope all is well in your neck of the woods there too. Hopefully you're not getting too bad weather yourself there. What else we got here? We got the super mod herself, the Zen Ginger. What's going on, Zenny? Saying hello to all sorts of awesome members of Fish Folk. This is what I love about the Fish Fan here. Friendly bunch saying hello, wishing everybody well. Hope you're doing well yourself there, Zen. As always, appreciate all you do. We got Silver Creeks Wildlife. Welcome aboard. Saw that pic. It's gorgeous. All that snow. Oh, yes. Getting a little snow also around here as well. It's not too deep. I'd say maybe an inch and a half. Definitely nothing that Southwest Iowans can't handle. We're definitely used to way worse. Speaking of awesome mods a moment ago, Peplin Creek, what's going on, Brian? Haven't seen you in a while, man. Welcome aboard. Saying good evening. Go Pack Go. Cowboys, though, ouch. I'll be honest, as a Packer fan, Cowboys really don't scare me that much. Maybe I'm speaking a little boastful because we're doing all right now, but honestly, Cowboys don't scare me that much. That's just me. I mean, I could eat crow about this time a week from now, but as a Pack fan, I'm not too nervous about the Cowboys. I'd be worried about the next game if the Packers, theoretically, if the Packers were to knock off Dallas, no matter what, then they're playing San Francisco. Now, that is a team that would scare me. San Francisco, yeah, good luck to anybody that plays them, but not Dallas. Honestly, not overly worried. It'll definitely be a tough game, but I'm not overly worried about it. I definitely think it's winnable. What else we got going? on through the chat here before we get started. Linda, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Saying hello to a couple of folks here in the chat as well. I'll say hello to you, Linda. Welcome to the stream. We also got the wife. Oh, man. I think that means we got all the moderators here now. Because, yeah, we saw Zenny. We saw Liquid Zoo. We got the Fish Fam Link, Peplin. Yeah, all 5 of the mods are here. The gang's all here. The gang's all here. But, of course, Mrs. Freak, we got to watch out because, of course, as we all know, it's the wife. Any of you also that see like these streams, my videos and such, maybe want a little behind the scenes look and such there too. My wife, Mrs. Freak there, which for some reason I keep bumping the button a second time and it keeps taking off the screen. I don't know why, but she actually just made a TikTok recently. So if any of you like to do that platform of social media, feel free to go ahead, give her a follow. Her username is just at Jessica Fantastic. I'll drop it here in the chat here as well. If Zen or one of the moderators, if one of y'all have that on your itinerary there as well, or I guess list of links as well there, and want to drop that as well, I would love that to be greatly appreciated as well there whenever you can. But yes, Mrs. Freak has also made a TikTok kind of showing a little behind the scenes of what I'm doing in the fish room, as well as sometimes our fish store visits. I'm sure she'll have some TikTok content once we hit the Quad City Fish Swap coming up this next upcoming Sunday over in Davenport. So you want a little extra fishy goodness stuff to follow? Give her a follow. All right, what else we got here? Yeah, Professor Fish Tanks. Yeah, that tank back there, $100. The whole canopy set, the tank. Like I say, it did have to be resealed, so that's a big reason why I got the deal that I did. Hex tanks are a pain in the backside to reseal, let me tell you. But hence why I didn't take it on. But yeah, it was too good of a deal that I couldn't say no. What else we got here? We got the Nano Aquarium guy. Welcome aboard. Saying hello all, listening while driving. Appreciate it. Hey, listening, driving. Hey, however you're listening, I'm just happy that you're here, checking in on us, hanging with the rest of us in the Fish Fam here. We got Shady Grady saying hi, everyone. Hello to you, Shady. I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. Welcome aboard, man. Good to see you. We got Bunny Viper. Welcome aboard, Ivy. Saying hello to Sarah as well there. We got Big Steve also in the chat. Welcome aboard, Steve-O. Good to see you. Leo, how about them Cowboys? Yeah, they beat the tar out of those Commanders, that's for sure. I mean, I will say this. Dallas's offense, they are no joke. They are definitely no joke. Their defense doesn't overly scare me, and frankly, if you're a Cowboys fan, the Packer defense shouldn't scare you either. But at the same time, I don't know. I think it'll be a good game. Anytime the Packers and the Cowboys play each other, it's always a good game. But I know we don't have a whole bunch of football fans. Well, overly too many football fans in here, so I won't go too not right as I say it, though. That's right, Zen. Yeah, your Texans also in there. That was a solid game with them. I watched a bit of that when they played the Indianapolis Colts. Funny enough, the Indianapolis Colts is actually my middle brother's team. He got to watch a little bit of it, and he's, let's just say my brother as a Colts fan, he didn't enjoy the game as much as you did probably, but he's still pretty excited for the future of his team there. I think the Colts and the Packers were very similar teams, very young, kind of just trying to see what they had. The only difference is, yeah, one team made the playoffs and the other didn't. Matt in the chat. Well, come on, StreamYard. There we go. Oh, Jessica, you ever make him wear those goggles just because? I don't know. Mrs. Freak in the chat. I'll leave that question to you, but every once in a while, you know, try new things. Also, Matt dropping the links there as well. Appreciate you, Liquid Zoo, for doing and that there as well. All sorts of stuff there. To my wife's TikTok. And of course, I have a Facebook page. Facebook is mostly used for like direct messages. Just realize As I haven't posted on my Instagram for a while, so trying to get those up and running there again. My Facebook and Instagram there. TikTok, I'll leave that to the wife. Don't hate TikTok. It's just not my personal thing. But appreciate you dropping those links there as well, Matt. Going through there. Zen also dropping the links there. Appreciate you, Zenny, for following up on that as well. This is why we do so great here. I got two awesome there's a bunch of awesome moderators. Well, all 5 of them are awesome. What am I saying? It's not just 2 of them. All 5 of them are awesome. Scotty Aquati also here. Welcome aboard, Scotty. Good to see you. What else we got here? How much did it cost to get the 75 hex sealed? How much did that cost? I think after, he basically had to redo the whole brand new. He basically had to redo the whole thing, like take the whole thing apart. If my mind serves correctly, I think we were about 150, maybe a little below 150. So it wasn't too bad, considering the fact that if you bought that tank brand spanking new with the whole canopy set there, you're probably paying more than $250 total. So, I'm like, you know what? That's why in the end, when I brought it to him and reseal it, he's like, it's probably going to take a lot of silicone. I'm like, that's fine, man. Do whatever you got to do. If it takes more silicone, if you need extra time to do it, there's no time frame on it. Do what you got to do. I don't care. And big shout out to, if he watches this, I know he sometimes watches the channel, Nick at one of the 5 awesome stores here in Omaha. Rivers and Reefs is the name of the store that did it. So big shout out to them for taking on the job here. And now for the past few months, we've had about a dozen plus pea puffers call this tank home. And yeah, it's about 4 months strong at this point. It's been doing pretty good. I know he was a little leery about it at first, but she's been doing and holding up pretty well. All right, going through the chat. Yes. Surf City Cichlids. How's it going, Surf City? Hey, howdy, Fantastic Freaks. Happy New Year. Haven't been able to join in a long time. Hey, no worries. We all got things going on in our lives here, especially with the holidays. The holidays are just, they're nuts. Absolutely. Checking through the chat here as well. Oh, what's going on? A whole bunch of awesome folks saying hello to each other. I see Corey Crocker there later in the chat. Dez caught it. Well, after review, they said he did. But in that game, no, he didn't. I'm kidding. I don't want to start that debate again. We got Night Owl Aquatics in here as well. Welcome aboard, Night Owl. Every time I see Night Owl here, though, I always get the who in my name. Who are you? Who? Dave Jones in the chat as well. Welcome aboard, Dave. Good to see you, man. Hope it's been an awesome Monday for you. Checking through the chat. Yes. There we go. Even better link yet. The Zen Ginger dropping the wife's exact TikTok link right there. I need sound effects. Doink, doink, doink. Something like that. Yeah, if you're interested, go ahead. That's her TikTok link to those of you interested. I think she actually just dropped another little TikTok here today on our goldfish down here. So, yeah, that should be good there as well. And yeah, technically that's true. Mrs. Freak does have a YouTube as well. Although I sometimes wonder, something maybe she could do is she could drop some of her TikToks here on YouTube to those of you that don't have TikTok. Maybe something we'll talk about here, but one step at a time there. I know she's not as eager to get behind cameras sometimes as much as I am, but anyway, holy crap, we've done 20 minutes already just saying hello to folks. Couple more here, and then I'll start chopping up the wood here so we can get going on our plywood stand here again. But we got Barbara Jackson in here as well. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Good to see you, though, Barbara. Hope it's been a great Monday. We also got... Come on, StreamYard. I keep clicking on some of these, and they don't want to start up. There we go. Vibes Aquatics, welcome aboard. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday to you, Vibes. Hope it's a great one. Paul McCarthy also here. Almost to the bottom. Leo saying Des definitely caught it. I mean, technically, yeah. But honestly, in the NFL, who knows what a catch is anymore? I mean, even some plays in the Packers-Bears game this past Sunday. I mean, not even just that game, a lot of games throughout the NFL. Like, who the heck knows what a catch is anymore in that league? I mean, here's the thing. I think if you have two hands under the ball, and I say in the NFL, it should be like college where you only need 1 foot, but I guess that's not here or there. But I don't know. There's a lot of very lot of perspective rules on there, or not perspective, not controversial. I can't really think of the word here, but definitely a lot of opinionated rules and such that are really, gosh, I can't think of the correct word here, but there's definitely some rules there that are very very definitely complicate the rule in terms of making people wonder, well, where it's basically on the official's opinion of like, okay, well, I interpret the rule as this, another one may interpret the rule as that. Yeah, it makes it very, very difficult to get consistency. But again, I say I'm not an NFL official, and honestly, I don't want to be. All right, so we are starting to work on the not the legs, but the top half, the top bracing of the plywood stand. To those of you that don't know, we are building a plywood aquarium for our Fahaka Puffer Finley. She's about 15 and a half inches right now. So she currently lives in a 150-gallon Fat Boy aquarium right around the corner there. See if I can get the camera to reach over there. Well, you can kind of see it. Let's see. There you go. It's that one kind of over there in the corner. You can kind of see it. My laptop's in a less opportune position to get a good view of it, but yeah, she calls that tank home, has for about the past 3 years, and technically, I know some people would argue you don't need a tank upgrade for her, and they're probably right, you don't have to, but at the same time, I just think that, you know what, if we build her a tank that gives her a little more side-to-side space, as well as front-to-back space, I think we're going to make, she's going to have that much more higher quality of life, and I never built a plywood tank before, wanted to give that a shot, so seemed like a good excuse to give this a go. But alas, here we go. Got the measurements earlier. I'm gonna double check my measurements one more time here before we take off of this. I got that song stuck in my head now, darn it. Miss Jackson. Sorry if I did the same with you, Barbara. Yep, 34 and a half. Front back. Come on now. $63. Okay. Yep, we are good to go. All right. So the inside part of our stand, this is not the tank dimensions. We are doing it 63 inches long on the planks, and the inner part of the side legs are going to be about 34 and a half inches. Again, this is not the direct dimensions of what the tank will be. This is just the inner part of the stand because, of course, we're putting some stands on a little shelf. We'll explain that there later. You can also see that in some of the later streams there, which if this is your first stream checking out as we work on this plywood tank, I would definitely invite you to check those out as well. Get a little scoop on what we've done. There's about 4 other live streams that we've done here at this point. Right at 63 there. Boom. Of course, the stand, we're just building it out of 2x4s, and we're holding it together with some waterproof wood glue as well as some number 8 2.5-inch screws. That's just on the stand. We'll be using a different screw, of course, once we start toying with the tank itself there. But the tank, I'd still say, is a little ways away. That's a little off there yet. There we go. That looks pretty good. All right. Here we go. Let's chop this wood. That's what she said, right? Go. Make sure that measures as we need it to. Right on the money. Very good. Okay. What do I got left on this board? We might be able to use that for some bracing later. That one's about 25.5 inches. So, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to put you back there because we might end up using you for something else there later. All right. Another 2x4 stud. I might have to go to the store here soon and get about a handful more of these. I went and got a couple more here throughout the week last week because we're not running super low, but we were definitely running a little low. I'll also be checking the check here once in a while. Oh, Whips World, of course, yeah. Anytime I do anything wood-wise, yeah. Measure twice, or sometimes with me, I'll measure more than twice usually because I second guess myself like no other. Like building that 2-level 75-gallon stand, one of our recent videos here, I can tell you now, a lot of that, oh yeah, especially when I know I'm recording this and trying to make a video that presents an example and such, oh yeah, I'm like triple, quadruple checking my work, making sure like, okay, this is exactly where I want it. And yeah, even then, sometimes I'm like, am I sure? Am I sure? And it's just like, dude, just cut it. You've checked it 4 or 5 times. But oh yeah, I definitely check more than once because last thing I want to do is say that we're good or assume that we're good, and then turns out, yeah, we're not good. Let's see. All right, we'll just go ahead and knock out our other 63-inch piece here. Woo, that curved. We don't want a curve. We want a straight cut. There we go. There we go. Let's cut our second 63-inch board. That's a little too far. Scoot her over just a bit. There we go. Now I scooted over too far. Come on, right there. Bingo. How long we got that board yet? That looks like it could be used again for something later. About 21 inches. Yeah, we can probably use you again on a different part there later too. Cool. And we'll make sure our front back board is right where we need it to be here as well. See if I got to shave anything off. Oh no, she's right on the money. She's right where the other board was. Cool. All right, so part now that we need at least 3 34.5-inch boards. That's what's going to go front. That's what's going to connect our 2 long boards, which we just cut there, front to back. And we'll also be putting some bracing boards in the middle there as well to make sure that, you know, is something you also got to remember when you build plywood tanks is that plywood is more, I don't know if flexible is the correct word, but for lack of a better word, I'll say that. It tends to fluctuate a little bit more than obviously your glass is going to. So you want to give it more support on the bottom. Whereas, you know, maybe just a center brace for a 5.5-foot tank would be good enough if you're just doing glass. But for this one, you want to have support all as many points at the bottom there to help prevent the wood from ever potentially sagging down a bit. We don't ever want it sagging down because then that's how it compromises the strength of the tank. And as you can imagine, that could lead to some pretty big problems later down the road that we just assume avoid. All right. So we need some 3 34.5-inch boards here. And we might shave some off a little later. I'd prefer to go a little longer than normal. That's the thing there too. If you absolutely are guessing on some of these boards, which I mean, I've measured this now over on the stand, like, well, I mean, as Whit basically said there, we've done it about 3-4 times now over there, or probably more, honestly, for me. Double checking, make sure, like, okay, yeah, these are the measurements we want. But even then, if you are guessing, go a little long. You can always trim a little more off if your board's a little long. You can't put it back on though. So always guess a little long if you find yourself in that situation. All right. Let's get these cross beams. Oh, wow. I was really close on that one. Not quite. There we go. And something else you can also do to make sure that everything is lining up right where you need it to be, instead of measuring it every time, take your board here and match it up with the other 2x4. Oh, man, are you only going to give me 2 out of each board? Oh, no, that's going to suck. Come on. Okay, of course, you want to make sure that, scoot the camera over here. I'm down here there's my microphone. Taste the rainbow. La, la, la. Just kidding. Don't lick microphones, but, don't tip the microphone either. But you want to make sure that these here are all nice and flush with each other. Here, of course, I'm talking about the ends here as well up towards the front here. We want to make sure that those are nice and flush with each other. Because if they're not, then you're probably going to have your measurements be off somewhere. And we don't want that. All right. Where'd my marker go? There it is. Begin the counter. How many times does Fantastic lose his marker? Let's also take that sticker off, if it will. Dang, that thing's kind of... The sticker is sticky. Does not want to go unsticky. There we go. Now that I missed that sticker, are we still flush and all that? Oh, yeah, we're golden. Cool. Mark. And let's cut it. Oh, first try. We have enough? Doesn't look like so. Oh, no. We're like good 4 or 5 inches off. Shoot. We can probably use that board, though, for something else though later. Cross bracing, probably. That actually looks like another board that we might be able to use for later. I'm going to pull you inside there, too. All right, I need another 34-incher. Where's my first one? There you are. All right. Oh, this wood got a little scuffed up earlier. Actually, you're a little rough here on this end. I'm going to trim that off here first. There we go. Get the rough patch off that board. That way I can match these up a little bit better. Oh, yeah, much better. Mucho better. Marker's right in my lap. That's a good place to put it. You would think I wouldn't be able to lose it if it's just right there in my lap. Okay. There we go. Work. Mark it. We should have that all done then. That's good. All right, we got our 3 legs. Muy bien. And then the rest of the cross bracing we'll take care of here once we start putting this all together. We're going to lock that up for now. All right. We've already done about 35 minutes. Good Lord. Rico, I feel like Austin is going to pull up in front of my house and the motorcycle, the sidecar saying, "Get in if you want to live." That's my Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Not very great, but alas. Also still lurking. Appreciate you, Rico, for checking in there. That's another awesome channel right there, as I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar with. Don't look a stranger's microphone. Got it. Oh, right from Jeff Kane there. Well, yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend that either. 10 fingers. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah! Oh, 10. What else we got here? What else we got going on the chat here before we mosey over to the tank stand, or the tank stand. The chain stand. What the heck? 24 degrees, says Scotty Aqua. Wow, you're a little colder than even we are here. Barbara. I mean, sometimes depending on what the project is, that's me too. 4, 5, 8 times, then cut. I mean, yeah, my grandfather used to work in a lumber yard and still does a lot of woodworking and such on my father's side here. My mother's side, that grandfather also did some woodworking back in his younger days as well, as he would tell you. But yeah, especially my grandfather on my father's side. Yeah, he really preached to both me and my father about, like, when you do this, if your measurements are off, everything's gonna be off. So get your measurements right. Yeah, one thing he really stressed to me, and still does today. God bless his soul, still around. Matt's also got all 10. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 10. All right, guys. So I'm going to move over our stuff here. Wait a minute. Is my battery that low? No way this battery can be low. Battery status 43%. You know what? We can move the charger over there too. Whatever. We got a plug-in over there. We'll be fine. Whoop! Come on. Oop-a-doop-a-doo. All right, we'll bring us over here to the stand site where all the magic's happening. Oh, I'm going to push this out of the way here too so I can show you something else here quick. So, yeah, you'll notice in my previous video that I just posted yesterday, if I can frame it up right, there we go. Yeah, we got one of our 75s here already on the 2-layer stand here. This is one of them. You will notice that, yeah, there is no center brace. Not to fret, though. This is just a much older model of 75 here. I actually found out this is actually an oceanic. So, yeah, you can see here, yeah, the glass is it's pretty thick. The glass is a 1/2 inch thick. So, I don't know, guys. I don't think we're going to have too much problem with that, but or at least not with a 75. If you got too much bigger, then, yeah, you might cross your fingers or be praying if you put any water in there. But, yeah, they had water in it for over a decade, 2 decades even. This fish store that gave us this tank here had been in business for 40+ years. Just decided enough was enough, retired, and handed over the 75. I appreciate them as well, of course, here. But, yeah, I'm thinking this bottom one here is going to be the upgrade for our Exodons. I'm trying to work on getting a tank for up here later. Probably another 75. I don't know. I guess we could technically fit a 90 up there, too. 90 gallons usually have the same footprint as a 75. They're just a little taller. But, like I said, we'll see what life gives us. Anyway, I need to get this sorted out here. But, yeah, I actually wiped that down already. Been starting to clean that out a little bit. Probably mention a little bit more of that in my future video later, or in a next video when I do a little update of what's all going on with plywood tank, because I know a lot of you have told me you'd like me to do this, not just in live streams, but in videos as well, which I am perfectly fine with that. All right, get the charger over here. Excuse me. In, plug it in, plug it in. Okay. That's plugged in. Now, last but most definitely not least, we got to get our wood over here so we can start putting that all together. All right, our 263s and our 334s. All right, get the levels out of the way. Okay. It's like a jail cell. Almost going to make filming in here a little. Yeah, that's a 2.5 incher. We'll put that in there. Okay. Get this a little closer. That's the problem with these legs though now. It's going to make it harder for me to go in and out of this thing. Still not too hard though. There's plenty of space between some of these legs here though yet. All right, scoot that camera up. Do. Craig's Catfish Cave. Don't think I said hi to you yet. Welcome aboard, Craig. We also got Storm Rider's Legacy in here as well. Welcome aboard, Melvin. Always good to see you. A couple of folks I don't think I said hi to yet, but it's always great to see those gentlemen in the chat. All right. Move our microphone up. I hit the mic unmute button there for a bit. I apologize. All right. Now, we just gotta, there we go, shift that a little bit. Ow! That hurt. Okay. Now, we just gotta worry about spreading these about. And what's gonna happen, to those of you that don't know, is yeah, we're putting this like such up against the legs here, and that's gonna, woo! Okay, we're good. That didn't sound good at first, but nope. I just on one of the boards there a little bit. We're all good. Make sure everything looks good on that side. Yeah, not sure what the heck that was, but yep, we're good. So yeah, we're gonna put this like that on the legs here, and it's just gonna sit there as like a little shelf there and such. That way, as it sits on these shelves, or you know what, actually, it'd be a lot better if I, instead of just talking about this, actually brought the camera toward this way so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's do that, shall we? All right. Put this board up. La-da-doo. Of course, it's a little off right now, but our boards were outside a little bit, so our board's got a little bit curved, as you can see, but not to worry. That'll all straighten itself out here as we put glue and screw it all together here, so not much to worry. Don't worry about that. It'll all match up here once we get it going, but as you can see, the board here, it sits on top of these little parts right here, where be holding majority of the weight. As this sits on there, we'll do the same here on the side. And what that does is not only will the screws that'll be going in through here, we'll also put some through the back here as well to also hold on to a little bit of the brace, and of course some wood glue as well, because why not? But yeah, it'll make it to where these legs, which are doubled up 2x4, so you're almost making it a glorified 4x4 here. Yeah, this is gonna be able to hold quite a bit of weight. And some people may wonder, like, well, how do you know? Well, for one, look at this 150 here. Look at that. That's a 1x4 trim board up front there. But if you look up on the front here, right here down the middle, yeah, that's a 1x4, guys, right there, followed by an FX6. That's what I put on Finley's tank here as well as a Title 110 up there. But yeah, if you look all the way under there, I mean, yeah, you're seeing nothing but 1x6s and 1x4s. So if that can hold a little over 2,000 pounds of water, and honestly, I mean, that's at least 250 pounds more of sand. I mean, so by the time you do that, you're talking a little over a ton. imagine how much one 2x4 by itself, let alone two 4x4s screwed and glued together, are going to be able to hold. Yeah, you play your cards right here, screw and glue them together. You can hold a lot of weight on these 2x4s. If you want to even take it a step further, you can do 2x6s, but since it's only 310 gallons, I say only, but I mean, in the grand scheme of plywood tanks, 310 gallons is really nothing overly huge. So two 2x4s glued and screwed right next to each other here is, yeah, it's almost borderline overkill, honestly. But honestly, I have no problem doing a little overkill because in the end, that is just going to make it even better to and easier to make sure that nothing should go awry. And you know, the more I think about this, I actually probably should have made a little more of an open space to do this, because I definitely don't want to construct the whole frame on top of this thing here. Because as you saw there, our wood is a little curved there. What happens when it sits outside for a little bit of time? The weather elements, it doesn't take very long to start altering up the wood a little bit. They always look so straight when you buy them from the lumber yard, right? All right, so what we're gonna do, well, step one, get the microphone the heck out of the way. We're gonna put it right back there, right there. That's great. Let's get the laptop back a little bit too. Matt. Some are just born that way. Yeah, like me. That's very, very true. Very true. All right, let's see here. And something I also like to do, it's not really overly important, but you got boards that have a little stamping on there. I like to put those on the outside, or not the outside, the inside rather. So like such, because I don't know, I don't need to know that, hey, he built it with wood made in the USA. Cool, who cares? But I don't know. I think the stamping isn't overly too decorative myself. All right. Yeah, we're just going to do this corner first. You sometimes forget just how wide this beastie of a thing's going to be. All right. Scoot this back a little more. Still getting cut on my cords. There we go. Yep, we're going to put it like that. There we go. Yeah, those of you wondering how we're going to do the angles, yeah, the front part is going to be a little longer, so the side panels are getting glued and screwed into the side panel here. Zoom it out there a little bit so you get a little better idea. There you go. And yeah, I mean, we're not overly concerned if these things are nice and flush with each other. We're more concerned in making sure that it's going to sit up against the back part of the tank here while still sitting on our little shelf here. That's the main thing that we want this to do. We want it to sit nice and snug all around our framing here. And the outer side, like if a little bit of this part sticks out a bit, it's not going to be the end of the world. But obviously for cosmetic reasons, we don't want it to still stick out too much. We can always correct some cosmetic things later. But MNC Aquatics, how's it going? And stamping ads, $5. Oh, stamping ads. I thought it was like ads as an advertisement. 2 Ds on that ad. Zen Ginger, my goodness. Every time I see that, I always feel like, man, I've had memberships that long. Wow. 17 months. Zenny, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, look at that. Almost a year and a half. And putting that spotted Congo puffer emoji there. Appreciate you for that, Zen. To those of you maybe wondering how you can get that unlocked yourself, of course, you can do that by joining our memberships as well. Memberships, not going to lie, it's one of my New Year's resolutions. Want to give some more polls to my members here as well for you all to vote on, and maybe give all of y'all a little say-so as in like maybe how I do a little bit of my content. Like, for example, I did a poll on asking all the members like, hey, for this plywood tank, how would you like to see me give you guys updates? Do you just want it to be through live streams? Do you just want it to be through videos? Do you want it to be maybe a little bit of both? Or heck, maybe I can put it through some YouTube shorts as well. Basically, whatever you guys want out there. Memberships are a good way to get a little extra, just a little extra say-so and maybe of what you would like to see here. I didn't admittedly do overly well on that last year. This year, I want to at least get 1 poll per month out there at least. Maybe I'll try to even some months get 2 out there, just out there. But of course, every member also, no matter what level, you unlock the puffer emojis, which, hey, the more members we get, the more emojis I get to offer to all of you. And of course, it also just helps me make things a little easier to help me do what I do here, such as the plywood, of course, feed the fish, and stuff like that. And as a little thank you, something new that I'm starting here in 2024, if you haven't checked out my State of the Fish Room video here, or seen the end of that video, you can see the end of that. And yeah, from now on, if you're a member, regardless of what level, the P puffer, the red eye puffer, the Amazon puffer, whatever level you are, you get your name broadcasted or, well, shown on a template at the end of each and every video here. I'm going to try to see if I can maybe get a template like that and put it at the end of my live streams here, maybe later in the year, but more on that later. One step at a time. I'm going through the chat here. Liquid Zoo, OnlyFins, also dropping the link there if you want to figure out more about the memberships or become a member yourself. Follow that link below. It'll take you and show you the options that we have here. And no matter what level you do, just know each and every one of them is just as appreciated as the other one. Anyway, I have talked enough here. Let's start gluing and screwing here. There's my drill. And like I said earlier, we're using waterproof wood glue as well as number 8. That's a bad view of them. Yeah, number 8 Phillips head screws. I know some people like the star bits. I do not like the star bits. I think they round out way too easily. I will always go Phillips heads if I need to, or when I have the option. Like I say, those star bits, I think just round out way too easily. And if I make, and God forbid, if I did make a mistake, which I want to keep the mistakes to a minimum, but if I have to correct something, I don't want the screw rounding out because, one, screws are not overly expensive, but it gets a little tedious when you have to keep buying them again and again and again. But anyway, here. There we go. Get this board out of the way. Because I know at least up here on the wood, we're going to be nice and level. There we go. All right, guys, we're ready to glue and screw our first corner here. Some of you might wonder, is gluing and screwing technically necessary? I guess for a tank of this size, not really, but I really don't know why you wouldn't. Waterproof wood glue like this much. This is 8 fluid ounces, or even I started initially at the 16. I mean, they don't cost that much, so honestly, I don't know why you wouldn't want to do wood glue when it's just going to add that much more strength to your stand. Oh, come on, quit moving. Stay right there. There you go. That's great. Should have got the faster drying wood glue. This would start bonding a lot quicker. There we go. Might need to make myself another surface. I might do that here before I stream again next time, but checking through the chat while our wood glue dries a little bit. Yeah, I know with all the inflation, I know it's harder to do some memberships. I know I unfortunately had to cut out some there as well. I know I still have a handful of memberships there yet. I don't exactly remember how many I have there still yet. I know I believe Rico Stan. I think I still got one with you. I know among another one, I think Aquarium Co-op isn't. Well, I know Aquarium Co-op's one I still got one with. I think Foxy is another one. Like I say, there's a handful. I can't even name all them still. I still cut back like half of them just because it's like, whew, yeah, things, a little tighter. Things are getting a little tighter. But alas. Oh, man, come on. No, we're going to just send a little screw in that right now. This is where I kind of wish I would have invested in some magnetic tip screws. And I wish I would quit putting wood in the way. All right, there we go. Oop, guess I need to scoot it over just a little bit more, I guess. Scoot that laptop back a little bit more too. There we go. All right. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. Or however that song, or not song, but saying went. Yeah, saying, not song. I actually have a shim around here. There we go. There we go. No, don't you fall, you pain in the butt. There we go. That'll start holding that. Yeah, there we go. She ain't going nowhere now. That'll help the glue bond on there. I'm only going to put one screw in her for now to make sure that right in the middle, make sure that my main goal here is that, yeah, I just want the glue to start biting on. All right. Put one here towards the middle. Or actually, the end would make a little more sense. Oh, did I underestimate that? Oh my gosh, how did I screw that up? We are going to be about 3 inches too short here. Not the leg. The leg's fine, but I don't have enough space to actually put this centerpiece on there. How the heck did I make that big of a... How did I mess up that distance? Oh, well. Wow, we're 6:04 here already. Good Lord. Is somebody... I know there's some people that go at 6. Are we already... we're not stepping on anyone's toes here going a little longer, are we? I was thinking we could go a little bit longer if not. My wife and I have some plans to go for later here this evening, but just thinking we can maybe go till 6:30 here. I know the metalheads sometimes go at 6. Are the metalheads going? Or Scotty Aquati, I think he's another one that sometimes goes. Or not Scotty Aquati, Scotty the Fish Freak, excuse me. Yep, he's live right now. Oh, well. Well, yeah, we'll go. Yeah, what the heck. We'll take this till at least a quarter after, 20 after, whatever. And then, yeah, we'll cut off because I don't want to step on the other people's toes too much here. Excuse me just a minute. I try to figure out a new plan since I can't math and do... Yeah, in my defense, it has been about a decade since my last geometry and trigonometry class. So... Unfortunately, my math skills are a little lacking. What the hell is that noise? Something was against one of our air pumps there. Enough of that crap. That is one sound in a fish room I do not like. I hate hearing the sound of something against one of my air pumps. And you get that little sound. It is, wow, that's annoying. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Hate it with the passion of 1,000 suns. All right. Here we go. Holy Lord, this 2x4 is a little more bent than I initially thought. Oh boy. I'm starting to wonder honestly if I should cut up a new one. Because yeah, I don't want my things to be totally thrown out of whack either. I mean, the thing is, once we glue and screw it on that stand there, it's gonna straighten itself out. If you go down the way there and down the line of like and just go down the plank, then yeah, eventually bit by bit you're gonna start straightening it out to where you want it. But boy, in the meantime, in terms of gluing and stringing it together, it's kind of a pain in the backside. All right, well, we'll make this work. All right. You know what? Idea. Ding, ding, ding. Let's put it back up here where the level part is. Boom. Limbo. That way. Over there. Boom. This will make life a little easier on us. I may be blonde, but give me about 5 minutes to figure something out, and slowly but surely, an emphasis on the slowly part, sometimes it will definitely find its way right. Okay, any stamps? Nope. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's glue this beastie. There we go. Come on, you. Stay right there for me. While I hold that for a minute or two. Unfortunately, I have no idea where I put my clamps. I might have to go invest some more here soon. I'll definitely be using some clamps for when we actually build the plywood tank itself here, like what you see up there. But because that part we definitely want to be as square, as level, as sturdy as possible. But all right, what else we got going on in the chat here? What's going on, people? Hope everybody had a fantastic New Year as well, celebrating that. Great Christmas as well. Even though I guess Christmas now has been, 2 weeks ago now at this point. So, whatever it was, hope you all had a great holiday time. Always nice to do that. I know there's some stress involved with it too, but nice to get a break from the work life for a bit. Get a couple of short work weeks. Maybe some 3 or even if you're lucky, 4-day weekends if you're lucky, perhaps. Okay. Here, drill. Oh, no, you did not just move on me. Oh, you son of a biscuit, you did. Oh, you jerk. No. Okay, yes, there we go. You stay there. Yes, right there. That's great. Thank you. Squeaky. He likes to squeal. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I hear you, Steve. You know, you get those like you get back-to-back 4-day work weeks and such, and yeah, it takes a toll on you because you kind of get used to it a little bit. I mean, you try to tell yourself, not to, but yeah, it gets you though. Oop, you didn't quite settle in there as well as I would like here yet. Let's there we go. That's solidified her a bit. There we go. Cool. I just want to bite enough to where the glue and the plank starts holding together. That is our main deal right now. All right. For our center board here, we want to make sure that this is right down the middle as possible. Of course, after I put the middle board here, not necessarily there, but somewhere down the middle there, we're going to put some stuff here. Let's reframe this camera up here so you can actually see what I'm talking about here. And it doesn't sound like I'm talking Greek, but from there to our other board over here. So like both sides. So once this is set and, part of the frame, we're going to put like probably 2 more down there. One maybe right down here, another one maybe like up here, and connect it to our side panels there as well. Of course, we're going to put a lot more screws than just one screw in right now. We just got one screw right now just so that the boards and the glue can make their bond. Where's my tape measure? There it is. I'm starting to think I need to invest in multiple tape measures, guys, because this one I just keep leaving in one place after another. All right. All right, we're about 61 and a half there. Okay. Right down the middle. So that means we're going to measure down here, make sure that lines up. Like I say, multiple measurements. Make absolutely sure we're right where we need to be. Oh, yeah, glad we measured. Okay, so right about there. Well, if our tape would keep getting crooked on one end, we'd get a more accurate measurement. There we go. I'm going to put you right about between the 29 and the 31 there. Next $1 million question. Where did I put my marker? Probably over by the thaw. Sure as heck it was. All right. Now we know exactly where this needs to go. Bingo. All right. Scootaloo down the glue. There we go. Speaking of glue, right there. All right. Do. 6:15 here. Yeah, we'll do this part, and then we'll get our top board up on here. And then after that, like I say, we'll probably try to get here again on late tonight. We'll try to do a late night musing stream. So those of you, I believe Alex, History in Your Tanks. I always forget the whole full name of his channel. I apologize, Alex, but if you see this. But yeah, obviously great stream there as well. Once he is all said and done, this stuff there, which usually I think he gets done around 10:30 Central Time. I'll see if around that time, or again, maybe closer to 11 p.m. Central Time, we might go ahead and go live again. And maybe try to finish this brace up, including the cross bracing as well. There we go. Glue settling on there. While we do that, here we go, guys. We're being watched. As you can see, the queen awaits. She is monitoring our work nice and close. She is anxiously and excitingly watching the progress of us constructing her new home. Of course, now, though, she knows she's been spotted, so she's a little more shy now until she realizes, oh, it's a camera, and then she'll start showing off for us again. Or not, or she might just go back into her little cave. All right, we'll leave you alone. She also doesn't really care for the light that's sometimes on this camera. I think that's what sometimes, whoops, words are off. Oh, Eric, how's it going? Eric Wyrock, the Rock Lobster, is in the house. Good to see you, man. Rock Lobster, Rock Lobster. Ooh ah, ooh ah. Now I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head. I still had Miss Jackson stuck in my head earlier. With Barbara earlier. Sketty, Coral was here. Oops. Man, my cursor is not working, but Coral was here a while ago. Don't know if they had to check out of the chat there for a bit. Obviously, as I build there, I lose track of the chat a little bit, but. Peppin, of course, with the Robster, or the Robster. Good Lord. Yeah, that's the contraction for Rock Lobster. Rock Lobster is a Robster, I guess. Oh, jeepers. I feel like some of the tongue twister words I come up with, I feel like it's like something out of a Dr. Seuss book. The hearts and the lobster. There we go. That's better. No upcoming scheduled lives found. Yeah, I haven't put it on StreamYard just yet. Like I say, my wife and I do have some plans here yet. I will try to put it out there with at least an hour's worth of heads up. The screw flew away. But I will try to at least give about an hour heads up, as I always try to do. It depends. Like I say, my wife and I, we do have some plans here. We actually just got back home before I did the stream from a funeral. Unfortunately, one of Jessica's coworkers at one of her jobs there unfortunately passed here recently last week. Funerals, never fun, but alas, it's important to still go, pay respects and, give condolences to the family, share some memories, stuff like that. But little benefit going on for her later today. So we want to be a part of that there. And I'd imagine we'll probably be home with plenty of time before I would potentially do a stream. Like I say, we'll do it around 10:30 Central Time, 11 p.m. Central Time. Like I say, I'll try to give you guys all at least an hour's worth heads up before I kick that off. All right, is this sitting? Well, it was starting to, and then Austin, you moved it like a moron. Do. Freaky Fish Lady, what's going on? Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Hope the Monday is going well for you, depending on whatever else the weather's doing. I know the weather here in Iowa is quite wintry, little winter rain, winter mix here. Zen Ginger, Grant and Shelby are scheduled like at 10:30. Boy, that sounds late for them. Or maybe you're just talking about a different time and I missed something. But all right. I want to flip this over. Oh, I want to put that screw back in there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. Try to. Yeah. Okay. You know what? That's fine. Here. Like so. There we go. The glue's not touching the tank. That's all I care. All right. Boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. Just make sure that that's right where it needs to be. Make sure that's flush with our other board. It is. Good. Get this cord out of my way. All right, just like the other one, we're only going to send one screw into this right now, just enough to get the board and our side panels here to start bonding with each other. Get that glue and wood glue all together. There we go. Oh yeah, that bit. That's nice. All right. Very good. All right, the final step, or at least this final step that we're going to take in this live stream at least, is one, not hit any of the tanks with the wood pieces, because, you know, that'd be nice. All right, there we go. All right, get our other front panel piece. Make sure that stamp is on the inward part. Try to make it as flush as possible. And then we'll make sure everything is level and square. Woo! Little lint on that end. There we go. All right. Wood glue. What's the bar? We need the wood glue. Close the wood glue because it's going on that little corner of Mac's tank real quick. All right, boom. Screw, please. That's unsteerable. Like, screw, please. Is that what people say when they're in the mood? Okay, level, level. Very good. Okay, we don't need to send it in all the way. We just want it to be there enough where it just holds. Gently put that on top of there. Put the wood glue on our other parts as well. There we go. Over here too. You're a wobbly little thing. We're going to have to make sure you are where we need you to be here later. There we go, nice and flush. All right, where'd that square go? Oh, crap. There it is. Okay, yep, good, good, good. Good, good, good. There we go. One like, oh crap, the computer. I almost forgot to bring you guys back over. There we go. I was looking down there like, wait, all I'm seeing is my microphone, like, oh wait, crap, yeah, I bumped that thing. All right. Nice and square. There we go. I would just let that wood glue all dry before we add a little more screws in there, because before we put too much screw and anchoring in this thing here, we want to make sure that everything does dry and bond together, all squared up and such. The main thing we just want to make sure is that our stand is level. Square definitely obviously adds to the strength of this thing, so we want to make sure that's reliable. But the main thing with this right now is that, yeah, we just want it to be nice, strong, and sturdy. And it's a little rickety right now. That's only because each board is only connected by wood glue and one 2.5-inch screw right now. I'll put in 3 at each point of interest here. Even once we start putting our cross braces all around down here and such, we'll do some more. But for right now, honestly, I might even make another 2 more 34.5-inch boards just to go like down the middle there, and then make some cross boards. Yeah, actually, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to scrap my initial plan. We're probably going to do that. But yeah, for right now, I'm going to let that sit because that's the main part of our frame. And if that part is good, then we'll be good to advance further here in a few hours. But for right now, I'm going to let that wood glue sit. There you go. Ooh, Leo, Mineris. That must be a Congo puffer. Yeah, a red potato puffer. Yeah, I had one of those once upon a time. It's been a hot minute, but gave them a try once. Both times I had it, confessingly, and fortunately, it didn't go very well. What's the word? Ambush. That's what I'm looking for. Those ambush puffers, unfortunately, don't always do as well as some of my other ones do, but alas. One of these times I'll try to give another try. I'd say a dragon puffer is high on my want to try again list. But all right. Well, guys, it is 6:30 here. I know that we got a couple of others streaming right now. I know Scotty the Fish Freak is live. I believe Steamfot's also planning to go live here later tonight as well, if he's not already. I think he's doing his members only right now. But guys, I want to thank you all so much for checking in here. I'm going to bounce for now. Like I say, I'll try to give a little heads up, at least a half hour to an hour's heads up if we do go live here tonight. If we do, though, just, yeah, it's probably going to be about 10:30 Central, 11 p.m. Central time if we do it. Otherwise, I say it's still kind of being a wintry mix here and such. Oh, Zen Ginger says Bob is 6. Okay, well, then never mind on Steamfot then. But guys, gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm sure the wife is ready to get some dinner here as well. After I've been going for about an hour and a half here now, which is what I was planning. But yes, gonna go take care of that, and then yeah, maybe later on here tonight we'll go ahead and check out there. Okay, Fish Fam coming in the clutch here. Scotty the Fish Freak is live right now. Okay. Hey, so just one of those. So the metalheads didn't go live either, as I was expecting. Oh yeah. Either way, guys, gonna go ahead. Me and the wife gonna go grab some food here quick. But we'll definitely try to get back on here later tonight. And if the weather, cancels everything work-wise here tomorrow, I'll probably go ahead and come back on here sometime tomorrow afternoon. But as always, guys, want to thank you all so much for all the support here and for checking in here. We officially eclipsed the 2,500 subscriber mark here earlier this week here. In fact, I think we're at 2,510 here now. So a huge thank you for all. I mean, in the end, you guys are what helps keep this thing going. I'm just a guy that has a buttload of fishing tanks, and without that, I'd just be posting videos and talking to nobody. So appreciate all your guys' support and checking in here with us. But thank you all so much. We'll definitely try to get back on here tonight, if not tomorrow afternoon as well, maybe even both. But thank you all for the support. If you haven't already, I did post a video here earlier yesterday on Sunday, kind of doing a little year in review of 2023 and kind of talking about what you can look forward to here in 2024. So if that suits your fancy or sounds interesting at all to you, feel free to check that out there as well. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this live stream. We'll get back to work here later. But in the meantime, big thank you to all my 5 awesome moderators, the Fish Fam Link, the Zen Ginger, Mrs. Freak, Peplin Creek Aquatics, and of course, Liquid's the Only Fins. A special thank you also to the members, giving that little extra support to help me continue to do all that I do here. And of course, everyone watching here. Love y'all all. As always, Fish Fam, y'all already know, stay fantastic.